it is finally time for me to play Horizon Forbidden West. Let's do this. PS5 time. This is actually my first time playing a game on the PS5. Well, my PS5 at least. First game playing. I just got my PS5 today for free, by the way. I'm not even go into how I got it for free, but okay, we don't need that. Let me just confirm all this. Let's get right into it. I've been waiting to get like a PS5 or it to release on PC until I play this, and now we're finally gonna play this. I finished Horizon Zero Dawn earlier this year here on the channel. Oh, here we go. Silence, huh? Hey, bald man, what's good? So this guy's here. Alright, alright. Oh. What happened there?
Triggering the extinction of all life.
I gotta check out the settings after as well. Make sure everything is running smoothly.
How it was reborn. A little outcast girl, ignorant of her own importance.
Aloy, look at her.
Through her, I learned that life was only saved through a technological miracle. Zero Dawn. A terraforming system composed of 9 subordinate functions.
Zero Dawn, Gaia,
Each playing its part to reshape Earth from a barren
Minerva.
to a lush landscape.
Oh, look at that.
Tended and protected by the machines.
Alright. So it's basically a little recap from the previous game.
The secret of them all. The secret of her birth.
Oh, her
That she was
birth.
a clone of Elizabeth Subek, Zero
Damn.
Dawn's creator,
I remember that.
born to prevent a new extinction. Driven by Hades, a malevolent AI.
Goddamn Hades.
Sent by a mysterious signal of unknown origin. And with a little help from me. She prevailed
Damn.
in a great battle at the city of Meridian. Becoming a champion for all humankind. But as useful as she has been, now, I must leave her behind.
Why?
For as she strives to put right what Hades sundered, I have made a new discovery.
What your bitch ass discover? Oh yeah, what is that?
One that heralds both destruction.
Oh man, are we gonna have to fight that big ass shit in this game? Here we go. This one's a much bigger, much longer game. Alright, let me quickly check out these settings real quick. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Auto saves. Oh, that was fast. Alright, all the settings are good now. I'm favoring performance since it's 60 FPS, much more smoother. Look at this, man. Damn, this is gorgeous. Wow, this is really good. Graphics are looking so good so far. It's very smooth. Such smoothness, man. I'm also playing this on a 4K monitor as well, which makes it even better.
I'm running out of time, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, huh?
The land is dying.
Man, look at those graphics. It almost makes me want to replay every game that was on PS5 exclusive
Soon, they'll starve.
that I've already played on the PC. But I'm not gonna do that because there's gonna be way too many.
System that's spiraling out of control.
Luckily, this is one of those games I've not played yet.
I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't be long before we hit the point of no return. And then... extinction. I've been searching for months for what I need. A backup of Gaia. The AI you designed to control the system.
Alright.
But every time I think I have a lead, it comes to nothing.
Oh, the graphics, man. Jeez. I can't stop
And every night,
acknowledging the
I have
graphics
some
right now. They are too good.
I'm walking under a brilliant night sky, through a field of flowers. And when I arrive at the center, I see you,
Who the
Elizabeth,
fuck is that? Oh, Elizabeth.
waiting for me. Even though you've been dead for 1,000 years.
Damn.
You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother.
You're her clone.
And
Why's
for
she
a
touching her
moment,
face like that?
I feel whole.
Alright.
But it never lasts.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get off me, fool. Who did that? Oh, she finally woke the fuck up.
I'm always left alone.
Ooh, the graphics. Sorry. I feel like I'm watching a movie right now.
This world is your legacy, Elizabeth. I won't let it slip away. The valley below is my only remaining lead. My last hope to find the backup. I'll do whatever it takes to get it. I promise.
Look at that bow, man. Oh, who's there? Do it.
Varl?
Varl.
If it isn't Aloy,
Was he in the first
Savior
game?
Meridian,
I don't remember.
Appointed of the
It's
North.
been like months.
You know, I hate being called that stuff.
Well, consider it a punishment for.
I think he
running out
was
the
in the
very
first
same
game.
Night we beat Hades.
Okay, he
Grew up
definitely
an
was in the
outcast.
first game.
Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. That one was in your honor. Just saying. So, what are we doing? Must be urgent since you left so fast. Delving into ancient ruins?
Damn, I can't wait for Spider-Man 2. I know it
Maybe has
has
something
nothing to do with this
the
video.
light.
The only reason I got PS5
Both.
and waited to get
Actually,
PS5 was to play Spider-Man 2 next month. By the time I'm recording this.
I've been tracking you a long way. It's okay. After everything you've done to help Lenora and my family, I swore an oath to help you, no matter what. You're stuck with me now. Like bark on wood.
Okay. But if you're going to come with me, you'll need to be able to see what I see.
A focus. Never thought I'd get your second sight.
I'll give you another one later and show you how to back up your data.
Data?
Information on the device. We've got a lot to cover. I'll have to explain everything as we go.
You see like this all the time?
Since I was a little girl. Come on. Shall we? All right, I got a couple of scrapes on the way here. We should find some medicinal plants, stock up. So it's time for your first lesson with the focus.
Sounds good. Let's get started.
Alright, finally some fucking gameplay.
These plants don't look like the ones in the sacred lands.
Ugh.
Bitter?
Yeah, well, at least they make you feel better. Alright, we should keep...
Damn, the jumping's really fast.
Might want to grab more of these plants along the way.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah,
What's this?
Good idea. Ugh. Oh, whatever I just touched was slimy.
I'll take your word for it.
Alright.
Those ruins. That's where we need to go.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't know what these
She almost
rocks
fell
are.
off.
We can use the line to slide down.
Find anything good?
A few...
Let's head down. I'm not waiting for your bitch ass. Let's go. Alright, looking really good.
The backup? Well, it's an AI. It's hard to explain.
So, I have auto sprint on, so I don't even have to click anything to run.
And there they go.
Looks like they left a carcass behind.
These graphics are insane.
A lot of arrows in that machine.
Excuse me?
There's a ladder,
I see it.
but can't reach it.
Don't tell me this is one of those...
Post arrow can't knock free. Just
Okay.
have to target the lock.
Wait, where is it? Oh, over here. I thought this was gonna be one of those games where I have to lift him up to grab the ladder.
Someone took down this machine recently.
Who else would come here?
I don't know. We better craft some arrows of our own. There might be trouble up ahead.
There's some ridgewood by the stream.
The stream? Gather ridgewood. Alright, I'll take that.
All right. Now to craft some arrows.
Hold L1.
Done.
Me too. Arrows
Alright.
ready.
Come on.
That lock is really stuck,
What?
huh?
I just need to land one full-drawn shot.
There we go.
After you.
Damn, you can actually like feel it a bit on the controller. Alright, really cool.
By the goddess.
Yo, these graphics.
What was this place?
I,
I don't know.
only thing I don't like is their jumping.
Transmission
It barely goes forward.
message I found. Didn't say. Only that a backup might be here. We need to find a way in.
Is this the way? Where are we going? Where are we going? I'm trying to follow you, which... What are you doing?
So, what happened?
Okay, I guess I'll find the way.
Well, there was a fuss when
Is it
people
what?
realized you were gone.
It's not
And
here?
Some of us figured you only would have left if it were for something important.
You're right about that.
Okay, am I going the right way?
Down this way.
Okay, it's here. There we go.
Get to the grass.
Never seen one of those before.
Me neither. Those dead machines have it on alert.
How do you want to handle it?
The focus can help us. We can scan the machine before we make our move.
Alright.
Give it a second. Okay. See how parts
They spotted us.
There's a quick plug.
They've already spotted. What the hell just happened?
Okay, concentrate.
How do you... Stay down. I'm gonna take all
Another one's
that.
coming.
Another one? Where? Get over here. Alright,
How do
chillax.
folks know all that?
It reads data on the machine.
Like a hunter studying its prey?
Yeah, Kind of. Got it.
Oh, shooting the arrow feels really good.
So,
At least on the controller.
over me leaving.
You said you gotta focus
What did
on
everyone
your
else do?
child, right?
Yeah. Found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago. It's good to have extras.
Okay, is this the way? It has to be the way, right?
Welcome to the Far Zenith launch facility.
Far Zenith? I know they made some tech trades with Zero Dawn, but why would they have a backup of Gaia?
Please register with reception for the tour.
I guess they want us to check in with them.
I should be able to pry this open.
All right.
There's climbing gear. Guess someone dropped in from above.
Ugh, what's that stench?
Entire camp.
Oh man, what happened here?
They must have come here to delve for scrap.
Acid. That explains it.
Can I actually break this? Alright, screw it. Where to? Where to?
Crashed
Oh.
right through the camp. And through the wall. I should take a look at the rubble in that gap.
Alright.
Whatever came through here brought this down as it went out. If I can dislodge some of the debris, we might be able to squeeze through.
How can I do this?
Find something to help in the camp.
Aloy, over here. I think I got something.
What do you got? Examine corpse.
Some kind of Osram prototype, I think. This hook looks like it can latch onto things.
And this gear pulls it back.
It looks broken, but maybe we can repair it. Hook it to the debris.
And pull it out. That could work. The focus can help us search the camp and identify anything we can use to fix the tool. My focus picked up a couple of things to check out.
What do we got over here?
Poor guy. Acid burned right through his armor.
Machine cable. Stronger than rope.
Hold on. It's just some branches. Any other? Oh, back here. Come on. I'll take that. Or
Part of
not
a
take
machine.
anything.
Could help fix the gears. Alright, I think I have what I need to repair the tool. Or maybe even make something better.
You could use this workbench.
Where? Okay, let me check this out. Crafting complete. Polecaster. Alright.
There. Pole caster. Now,
Did I get it?
I'm gonna test it on the debris.
Okay, triangle. What? There we go. I do it. Oh, wrong one.
That worked better than I thought.
Alright, let's get moving. What's this over here?
Huh. What's this thing for?
Alright, anyways.
Pulse didn't turn up much. I better scan.
Where do I go? What am I looking for? Wait a minute. There we go.
Whoa.
Good morning. I'm Oswald Dalgard, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Far Zenith. Forget what you think you know about us. Our truth is simple. We say reach for the stars, even if you have to cross 8.6 light years of space to get there. Please proceed into the auditorium, where we'll unveil our plans.
Wonder what's in this auditorium.
Guess we'll find out.
Auditorium. Wait, oh, it was up there. Do I shoot it down or?
Oh, I might be able to get up there.
Jump and tap X. Oh, okay.
Wow. That
Okay,
worked.
so that's new.
That full-caster's useful. Too bad there's only one.
Don't worry, I'll find you another way up.
Alright, more climbing to do here. There we go. Oh my god.
Okay, I gotta drop the ladder for Varl.
Aloy, could you lower the ladder?
Yeah, on it. There you go, Varl.
Thanks.
Alright, I'm going in.
Humans, Homo sapiens, us. We have always pushed the boundary as explorers, pioneers, trailblazers. And now Far Zenith is taking the next leap into the future. That's why we're proud to have resurrected the Odyssey. What our governments abandoned in orbit, Far Zenith will actualize in less than a decade. But that's only the beginning. When the ship is complete, we will send the Odyssey and her crew where no one's gone before. A serious system. There, we'll create humanity's first off-world colony. The Odyssey may take 300 years to reach it, but when we look up at the night sky, we'll know they're on their way. And in the words of our founder, the late Peter Chimvumbe, the truest form of immortality is... Data corrupt. Playback stopped.
The old ones could fly through the sky? Between the stars?
Well, yes, sort of. That ship, the Odyssey, it never made it to the other star. Something went wrong, and it blew up. Is that why Elizabeth gave them a backup of Gaia? For their colony?
Error. Public presentation file corrupted. Member recruitment file available. Do you wish to reactivate?
Yeah, reactivate. Let's see what else they had to say.
We all know the projections. Economic instability, new biocontagions, rampant AIs. How long before another catastrophe creates unacceptable risk for the world's elite? We here at Far Zenith believe, escape the inevitable. And so we reach for the stars. Now you've seen what we're building here. Infrastructure to support the Odyssey's construction. A state-of-the-art data center to facilitate rapid technological advancements. And you've seen how we're managing public perception. So invest and join us. Claim your berth on the Odyssey. Preserve your way of life beyond the concerns of Earth.
Well, they were right about the world ending. They just didn't know how. Yet.
So everything they said back there about the next step for humanity, it was all a lie. These people only cared about saving their own skin.
Yeah, well, didn't work out for them in the end. That Oswald guy mentioned a data center. There. The backup. It should be stored in there.
Won't be able to swim across.
I guess we'll have to find a way around. Come on.
Alright, reach for the stars. Let's go.
The wilds have really grown over this place.
Isn't that one of those shits? Huh? What? Okay, how do we get it?
Focus might be able to help here.
I keep... Where? There we go.
Show off.
Alright. Oh, another one? Alright, now what?
I should be able to pull that thing out of the wall.
That's what I was trying to do. Man, I keep forgetting. Alright.
Into the creepy ruin we go.
Above us. What is that?
Careful. Don't want those things to call in some friends from underground. Okay. You take the left one. I'll deal with the one on the right.
Okay. Moving up.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me. I should scan it first. Check its patrol path. Okay, there's its patrol path. Closer and stay out of sight.
Come on. Where are you going? This is probably the only time I'll sneak. Otherwise, I'll go right in it. How's that? Alright. That's done.
Mine's down too.
Good. Now what? Should we go here? Give me this loot over here.
More of those machines ahead.
Yeah, alright. I'm going right in. I'm going right in. Enough wasting time. How's that? You fool.
I've been meaning to mention. I noticed you have a new look these days.
Yeah, I know. Didn't have a lot of time to shave when I was trying to catch up to you. Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry my whiskers offend you, anointed.
Anointed, huh? Looks like I gotta go this way now.
The Osram must have used explosives against the machines.
They managed to get a couple.
Looks like there was a barricade here. Machines must have broken through.
I gotta loot everything up in this shit.
I'll keep this for later.
Small health potion.
Osram didn't have a chance to use it. Careful. Traps ahead.
Huh. Might be able to disarm. There. Managed to salvage some supplies.
And not blow yourself
Dismantled
up.
it. And got more supplies. Looks like another camp.
While we're here, maybe we can make some traps of our own. Might come in handy against machines.
Good idea. I can use this.
You got like everything in here. What else we got? I'll
Okay.
take it.
I should have what I need to craft a trap. There. Explosive trap made.
If anything walks into one of those, they won't know what hit it.
What? So should I put it here or
Over here. Aloy, I think I see a way up.
where? What? Hello? Oh, man. Oh, too late for the trap now. Where are you?
We're clear.
Let's keep going then.
We've been in a lot of old world ruins. Are they all like this? That machine we saw earlier must be on the move.
Let's hope it doesn't come this way.
Alright, how do we... No, I can jump over there. How do I get up there? So it is this way then. Something I can shoot at or tell me. Are you gonna tell me how? Wait a minute. There we go. Alright.
That's a big storm picking up out there.
Yeah. And they're getting stronger. And more frequent.
So the storms, the blighted lands, the rivers and lakes choked with algae. You were born to fix all that?
Yeah. But I can only do it if I find that backup. I think we're winding our... This data mentions the tech that Far Zenith traded with Zero Dawn. It doesn't explain how they got it back up.
I'll keep an eye out for more data.
Looks like we got it
Okay.
set up.
They're really giving us lots of loot here. Okay, how do we do this? Up here? Come on.
You okay?
Yeah.
Now what?
So we'll be going that way.
Okay, this way it is then. Let's go, let's go.
This place is really falling apart.
Well, it is 1,000 years old. Looks like some kind of meeting room. That door on the other side's locked. Anzu.
The Zero Dawn terraforming system, the brainchild of Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Empowered by 9 subordinate functions, Gaia, the core of the system, is capable of advanced planetary engineering, an obvious advantage to our space colonization efforts. Operation Phase 1. Establish an asset within Project Zero Dawn. Status complete. Phase 2. The asset will secretly beamcast a complete copy of Gaia and her subordinate functions to this facility's data center. If all goes well, Zero Dawn staff will remain completely unaware of the transmission. Risks. Discovery of this operation could result in Zero Dawn withholding the already negotiated Apollo database. Special care must be taken not to alert Travis Tate, the expert hacker in charge of Hades Protocol. In addition, extreme caution must be exercised in regards to Dr. Sobek herself. As one of the world's preeminent technologists, she may have instituted unforeseen security measures. A complete assessment is attached. This concludes the executive summary.
I thought Elizabeth sent the backup here, but she didn't. Far Zenith stole Gaia.
Aloy, why does that woman look like you?
It's okay, Pearl. We look alike because we're the exact same. Genetically identical.
But she was one of the old ones. How can you be her?
Because I wasn't born. I was made. By a machine. It's why I'm motherless, why I was cast out as an infant.
I don't understand. What kind of machine can make a person?
Remember when I said the backup is like a set of instructions? It's more than that. It's called Gaia. And for a long time, she cared for the world until she had to destroy herself. So she made me to bring her back. I'm the only one who can. And this place is my last hope.
You once said the goddess spoke to you when you went into All-Mother Mountain. Was that this Gaia?
Yes, but she's not the goddess, Laurel. There isn't one.
How can you be sure? It sounds like she anointed you with a sacred task.
I've had a lot of time to figure this out. And you will too, with the focus. But for now, the reports said they were going to store the stolen copy of Gaia in the data center. So that's where we have to go. Okay?
Okay. Let's get moving.
Huh. Look at that. Aloy, over here. I found something you could use.
What the fuck is that?
A weapon. Thanks, Varl. We should keep moving.
After you.
Alright, let's go, let's go. Open up. What is this? Alright.
Down here. I think we're almost back outside.
Good.
Just making sure I don't miss anything.
Look, that must be the machine.
Oh man.
In the same direction we're going.
Yo, what the hell? That's so big. Ah, crap.
A new weapon on it.
Where are you?
Oh, the Ossern Delvers. And a lot of acid. That big machine must have attacked as they tried to escape.
They didn't stand a chance. So, you said this was the last hope.
All those places I've been these last few months, there were supposed to be more backups. But
Hold on.
years ago, a guy named Ted Farrow purged them all. No. It was worse.
That big metal thing looks like the ship we saw back in the auditorium.
Machines tore right through them.
Imagine going up to the stuff. These guys couldn't catch a break.
All right.
Machines patrolling ahead.
We can tap them in the focus to keep track of them.
So much stuff to loot here. Oh, there's another one?
Okay.
So I'm out of ammo.
There's a ladder in the back.
Alright, ladder in the back. Where is it? Oh. Let's go.
So tell me something. Sona was really okay with you not going back to the Sacred Lands?
As the Nora war chief, she understood why I was obligated to follow you. But as my mother, she wasn't pleased.
Is she ever pleased? I don't think I've seen her smile.
Me neither.
I like how she just hops over that. Okay, where to now? Oh.
Three of those things. And if they slaughtered all those Oseram, we'll never get through to the data center.
There's no way to slip past them. They're too tough to fight head on.
We could find a settlement. Convince some hunters to help us.
That would take weeks, and we don't have that kind of time. Maybe all we need is that shuttle to fall.
That thing? How?
We'll figure it out. Just wait here.
Aloy.
Trust me.
And there she goes.
Rappo down. Oh, here we go again. Just like that.
If I can make it to that tower, I should be able to find a way across to the shuttle.
Come on, bitch. Oh, there's another one? Come on. Gotta loot everything.
There. That ladder can get me up to the tower.
Let's go. I love the smoothness on this game. It's really smooth. Where the hell do I go now? Oh.
Okay, there's a rail up there. I think I can reach it if I launch myself off that grapple.
Taps. What the fuck was that?
I didn't get up high enough. I better try this again.
What? Bruh, oh my god, did she really just fall? Did she really just fall? Okay, how... Wait, where'd I go?
I can reach the rail up there if I launch myself off the grapple point.
Bro, what?
Didn't make it. Gotta try again.
Okay, chill with that.
I didn't get up high enough. I better try this again.
Huh? Okay, jump and tap X. Circle before, okay. Okay, so that's how we do it. Wait. Come on.
Well, that sounds good.
Alright, now.
The storm's getting bad. So, all along, there were 3 giant machines killing Osram and leaving acid everywhere. Great. Easy.
There we go.
It's close. One rickety tower down. On to the next. I won't be able to make that jump.
Very nice. Come on.
Well, no way to go but up. This place is barely holding together. Looks like there are massive clamps holding the shuttle in place. I'll bet there's a control console nearby. If I can release the clamps, the shuttle should fall right into the basin.
What happened to my auto collecting? Why do I gotta click it now? I don't want to be clicking. I want it to auto collect. Oh, I think it's because it's full. That's why.
Great. The machine's in my way. Control console might be in there.
Is that shit full? It's full. Okay, so hold on. Where's the skills? Can I upgrade anything yet? Do I have this? I think I have that already. Not enough. What do you mean not enough skill points? Are you kidding me? So wait, can I get anything right now? I don't think I can get anything right now. So there's absolutely nothing that I can get right now. Interesting. Fuck. I have 1 skill point to... Oh wait, no I don't. Okay, whatever, man. Inventory. Is this equipped? This is equipped already, right? Okay, whatever. I think I'm still like near the beginning, that's why.
Okay. Time to crush those machines down below.
Oh.
The shuttle's caught up in those cables. I'm gonna have to climb the tower to find a way to disconnect them. Now, how to get up the tower? Scanning with my focus could help here. If I pull that beam down, it might drop the access lift.
Okay. The fuck? Okay, there we go.
Attach the cables.
Can I make that jump? No, right? Okay, where am I supposed to go? Oh, over here. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to detach
Chill.
those cables quick. This should be the right spot. There. That connector's holding the cables together.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It should break if I shoot it.
Whoa, whoa, no! Oh my god. Okay, well, I did not mean to do that. Please don't tell me I have to... Wait, where am I? Don't tell me I have to do all that crap again. Ah, fuck. Alright then, whatever. Let's quickly get it done.
The creaking doesn't sound good. I have to detach those cables quick.
Let's go, let's go.
This should be the right spot. There. That connector's holding the cables
Okay,
together. It should break if I shoot it.
hold on. Oh, is that it?
One down. I just need to climb higher. Attach the second set of cables. Scaling an ancient rickety tower with killer machines waiting down below. Maybe we're almost
Come
right.
on.
I'm turning back now.
Let's go, let's go.
Almost there. There's the other connector.
There we go. Oh man.
the hard way. I need to take this thing down to get to the data center. I should scan for weak spots.
Come on, what do you mean I'm out of ammo? Critical strike. Are you still not done yet? All right, big man.
Damn it, it broke free! I gotta take this thing down fast. That may be lost ammo.
Joe, chill.
When my focus might find something I can use around here.
There we go. Yeah, that's right. Stay down.
It's dead. Finally.
All right, well done. Max health has been increased.
The data center should be straight ahead. I guess Carl's gonna have
What
to find
is
it over
this
there.
big ass thing? I don't have time to carry all that. No, put that crap down.
Once I get the backup, I can reboot Gaia. Fix the system, heal the blight. Restore Elizabeth's dream.
Let's head in.
But is it still there? I'm close. I have to be.
What is this? Scan. All right.
Please be here.
Completed main quest. Reach for the stars. All right. Very nice.
It's here.
Gaia version 6.9. Initializing. Hello.
Hi. Elizabeth?
The fuck's going on?
Travis Tate.
Now, what's this we got here? A Far Zenith conspiracy to steal a copy of Gaia and her subordinate functions? Naughty, naughty.
Can he see her?
To handle this, Liz.
Or no? What is going on?
Blasphemers, brood of vipers, with a mighty hand I smite and pour troubles upon you.
Thou shalt not steal. Super advanced terraforming system.
This ain't no copy of Gaia you stole, you losers. But it's the mother of all logic bombs. So good luck repairing your data. And next time you start thinking you can outsmart a Tate, remember my salute.
Oh, damn. Flipping me off? How dare you?
Aloy?
Varro, what's good?
The goddess.
There is no goddess. I told you that already. That's not Gaia. It's not what I'm looking for. It's nothing but a fake.
Oh. She mad. Man, the graphics. One of the best looking games I've seen right now.
I got it.
Varl, I'm sorry.
You have a sharp bite sometimes, you know? But it was pretty amazing to see you fly off that tower and blow up the entire basin.
The thing is, there's going to be more of that. I'm out of leads, Varl. But I have to keep searching. And fast. And whatever risks I have to take, I will. And it doesn't make sense to have someone with me. Someone who might get hurt. This is on me, Varl. Nobody else.
Hold on. Before, in Meridian, you said there was a man who helped you. Silence. You said you used to talk to him a lot about things you discovered from the old world, things no one else understands.
That's right.
He gave you the lance you used to defeat Hades.
He's gone, Varl. I haven't heard from him since the battle against Hades.
He'll be back.
Spy Master Murad back in Meridian, he's good at finding people, isn't he?
Varl,
Come on, it might work. Plus, you'll get to see some friendly faces again.
Okay. I guess it's worth a shot.
We've got a long walk ahead.
Actually, I've got a better idea.
Oh, finally. Let's ride on those shits. The point of the lance.
By the sun, it's true. She's come back.
Bless us. The savior of Meridian has returned.
You earned this welcome. You saved them.
Not yet.
In the name of the Sun King of Vard, a royal welcome for the champion.
Make way.
Murad, Aloy has an urgent matter to discuss.
Dashane, that makes two of us. I've sent forth hunters for weeks. To Sunfall all the way to the Sacred Land, searching for you. Something happened at the spire. Come. I'll show you. Watch your step. You saved us all, to be sure, but we're still cleaning up the mess. It happened right after the solstice. We were able to explain it away, thank the sun. Otherwise, it might have caused a panic. One night, for less than half a minute, it glowed an angry red. From Meridian, it looked like a trick of the light. But those who were closer, atop the Allied, said it could not have been a reflection. Much to my dismay, they said the light rose up from the tower's base. From that. We left everything just as it was.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. The Spire's supposed to send out signals, messages, the terraforming system.
But Hades tried to use it to wake up ancient war machines.
I was sure I got the connection to that thing. Wait here while I check it out.
Let us know what you find.
The point of the lance.
I've got a bad feeling about this. I could pull this thing out of the... What?
Something's supposed to happen, or... What's going on? Transmission complete. Activity log. Oh, Hades? Did Hades just escape? What just happened? Oh no. Oh no. What is going on? Did Hades just escape?
He couldn't.
Who couldn't? Hades? We talking about Hades?
Transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
Okay, where do I gotta go? All the way up there? Client. Hold on. Wait, where do you want me to go exactly? Oh, over. Hold on. Is it? Wait. Oh, it's time to go up there.
Might be able to climb up the scaffolding at the base of the spire.
Maybe this right here.
Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me.
Oh. There we go. Now, hold on. Before we continue, can I upgrade anything right now? Hunter, Survivor. Okay, what should we do first? Damn, there's a whole bunch of shit. Health. Wait, what? Medicine. Okay, let's go to combat. Never mind, I can't even unlock it. What's this one? Don't care about that. What's this? Maybe I might get that. Silent strikes deals more damage. Take less damage while mounted. Screw it, let's get this one. Alright, now. What fuck you mean not enough skill points? Oh wait. The hell, I wasted about both of them already? Just for this shit? Come on. Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm getting confused with the other shit. Hold on, am I going the right way? Where am I going? Okay, seriously, where am I going? Oh, up here. Okay, what the actual shit was that? Hold L. There we go, finally. Okay, chill right here. Hold L2. Do I throw it here or? Nope, not there. Here?
The pullcaster can't reach that from here. Be able to pull that crane closer.
Equip. Hold L2, equip the pullcaster. Where do I throw it here or? There we go, finally.
There we go. Now, how to cross over to the spire.
Oh, focus mode.
I can use my pullcaster on that.
Come on.
Should be able to get up there now.
Do I just jump then? Okay then.
I thought Silence was helping me when he gave me slants. But it looks like he tricked me. Transmitted something through the spire.
I guess she found out.
Hades? Why would he do that?
Who knows what he's planning.
Where he sent it. I can track him down.
So she finally found out about that.
Hopefully the transmission node at the top will tell me.
Is it not that way? It's gotta be this way then, right?
Looks like this panel's
There it is.
Can I go go up through the inside?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
An elevator? Let's see.
Access lift activated.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Carja will make of this.
Damn, why did it become all rainy all of a sudden?
There's the note.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lands to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless? You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding?
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, now why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West? And
Oh,
all that I've discovered.
that's the name of the game.
Oh, I'll confront you.
Yes. Well, and the coordinates should make it simple enough. Even for you.
So is he going to be like the villain now of this game? Traitor.
There's no other choice. Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
You went inside it, and it transformed. Almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it. The Tenakth, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated. And indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
The Sun King. Oh, this guy.
It's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now, please?
Yeah, show me the spear.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the
Well, show me it already.
But I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but who's it? Vanasha.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Oh, okay, okay. Pretty good.
Try it on.
It's
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Sure thing.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
Oh, wow. Alright, so we got a little addition to our outfit now.
I need to attach the master override to my new spear. Should be a workbench around here I can use.
Alright, let me speak to these guys. Who's speaking?
Is that a statue of me?
What? Oh. Oh, damn.
New?
Take a look at this.
I guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done.
Avad.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger, twice the size, covered in gold and jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I had hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger. But it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
By the sun, that's a Nox? Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Embassy.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Well, just like today, it is special because of the guest. Our delegation will meet with the Tanakh just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. Fashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier? Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Fashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
Fashav.
Your cousin, Fashav. How long has he been a Tanakh captive?
5 years. Tanakh emissaries swear he is well, but I wonder. That tribe is renowned for its brutality. How did he survive? Well, I'll know soon enough. If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
Just remember how much dialogue there
When you
is.
say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. Asurum, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tanakh. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after
This guy
that
talks
was
way too much.
tricky.
Alright. Ita. Oh, there's more of it.
How did you get the Tanakh to talk again after the war?
The same way I got you to talk. By giving gifts.
the Tenakth like tiaras?
More like metals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tenakth want lasting peace.
Alright, Itaman.
Itaman looks happy.
You got him out of Sunfall.
Little Itaman.
Any happiness he has, he owes to you.
Well, good.
He's turning into a fine young man, which he'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen. Murad keeps throwing noble matches at me. But I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not. At any rate, I never aspired to the throne, and I don't wish to sit there forever. When Itaman comes of age, I hope to step aside. Free of the crown. I might finally be able to travel the world. Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
You make it sound easy.
Alright, time to go. Let's get out of here.
I need to get going.
One moment, Aloy.
What do you want now?
Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
You got a crush on me or some shit?
The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again.
Don't tell me this guy's a crush on me.
I'm not trying to stop you or hold you back.
Then what do you want? What?
When your mission is over, will you return to Meridian and stay?
Hell no!
Long enough for us to spend time to get to know each other properly, perhaps.
Okay, so he does like Aloy. What the? Oh, I get to choose. Choose heart and Aloy will express compassion or give voice to her deepest convictions. Choose... What is that? Fucking the second one. And Aloy will use her insight to find a clever, less obvious approach. Aloy will confront the challenge directly. Oh. Are you kidding? Now's not the time. You know what? Seems like a nice guy.
I do hope to see Meridian again, Avad. And you.
Let's play around with him.
This mission... It's my life. It's all I can think about. I have to stay focused. What happens after... I can't imagine that. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, if that place were to end up being Meridian, know that you will always receive a boundless welcome here. Tend to your mission, Aloy. I will hope for your success, and look forward to your return.
Alright. Okay, who else I gotta talk to around here? Avad.
Anything you need,
wait.
Aloy.
No, not Avad. I just talked to him. Farewell.
Time to head west.
May the sun bless your path.
Goodbye. Okay, who's next? What's this? Who's hitting some shit? Somebody smacking the shit out of someone? Oh, is that bitch? If you don't shut your ass up, I'm gonna... Oh, you're lucky I can't shoot you. Okay.
Welcome back, Savior. We are at your disposal.
Cool.
Savior, everything's just the way you left it. We made sure of it.
Alright.
Savior, welcome back to the Alights.
It was quite a fuss getting everyone out here to meet you.
Savior, the orb remains untouched, as per Blameless Murad's instructions.
Cool. Alright, what's this over here?
Machine carcasses. Remnants from the Battle of the Alight. We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through.
Alright, let's talk to these two.
Dowager Queen Nasadi.
Blessed champion. Itamen, what do you say?
Itamen?
My humblest thanks to you, great
Vitamin?
champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Itamen. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itamen.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget. May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
Okay. Who else do I gotta talk to around here? Anybody else?
Is it true you and Talana killed Redmaw? Murad said it's true.
Hush, child. Murad should know better than to fill your head with such stories.
But his stories are the only ones that aren't boring.
Savior, everything's just the way you left it. We made sure of it. Savior, the orb remains untouched, as per Blameless Murad's instructions.
Good to see you back here, Savior.
Okay, enough of that. What's this over here?
That's part of the Deathbringer we defeated. This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now.
Okay, am I missing anything else? So those shits are full. Okay, have I talked to everyone? I think I've talked to everyone.
Keep at it, everyone.
Okay, what is this?
I know you see me.
Alright, enough of that. Let's head up here.
There, the workbench. Uthid, Fanasha, thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
Yeah, get over it.
But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to, and it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress, please. You don't have to justify yourself to us.
You got a crush on me too?
Saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
How you been?
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor. That means people actually have to listen to him talk? May the sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Itamen. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
I never pictured you as a nanny. Itamen must be special.
Hold on now. I'm not entirely domesticated. Nasadi was the Mad Sun King's wife. She has enemies. I've had to foil a plot or 2.
Right. You can try to hide it, but inside, you're as soft as a silk pillow.
Uthid, Fanasha.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did. Furthermore, she's got...
You know, I had...
You said...
Always.
Alright. So, did I say this yet?
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor. That means...
At least I said...
Okay, I already said all this. Hey,
I
Tamin.
never pictured you as a nanny. Edaman must be special.
Halt, Nisadi was the Mad Sun King's wife.
Right. You can try to hide it.
Oh, you have no idea.
Okay, so did
Edaman?
Yeah, okay, I admit it.
I see this yet?
He's fun, and he looks up to me. I like him. Except when he forgets to wash his hands after hooking worms in that muddy garden behind a solarium. Blech.
The Shadow Karja.
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Karja?
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow. So the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uthed to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cudley here refused. Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
Anyways, farewell.
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always
Champion.
a pleasure. But please, little huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
Sure thing. Alright, let me...
Got more to say? I know I do.
That's for sure.
We know.
Walk in light. That's everyone. I guess it was nice to catch up.
Alright, let's use the damn shit. Workbench. What are we making now? Spare upgrade? Let's do it. Spare has been crafted. Alright.
Okay. Master override installed.
Master override.
Something new.
What? Come on!
Release energy. Resonator. Should help in a fight.
Meridian owes you a debt it can never repay.
Okay, where to? Over there? Return to Marad and Varo. Alright, where are you at? There you are.
Aloy, are you finished with your friends, or do you need more time?
I'm ready to go. Let's get out of here. Time to go.
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Okay. This music, though. I'm liking the music. Oh man, look at this. This isn't copyrighted, is it? Damn, look at those graphics. Amazing. So this is the intro now. About time it's the intro. Man, look at this. I can't wait to explore the entire game. I have a feeling this music is definitely copyrighted, but whatever. Roy Postma. This is a movie right now. Damn, how long has she been traveling for? Horizon Forbidden West. Alright. Amazing graphics. This is the best looking graphics so far.
Sparks to steel. Never seen anyone use one of those to get around.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
I can handle machines.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chain Scrape sounds the all clear.
Look, I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Well, but then who would crank it back up? Fine, fine. Though, should anyone ask, it might be best to say you forced me.
Alright.
Smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Guys, got a trophy card. Reach the Daunt.
From something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones, and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. Strangeness is, they're not native to the Daunt. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Oh, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chain Scrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja's son priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it.
Great.
If you don't do as I say immediately, the Sun King himself shall hear of your insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent, exposed to attack. I might have died. Oh, me you refuse to transport, but not this This... what? This Nora girl? This savage?
Kill him.
Scallywag?
Wadis. That's Aloy.
Studious Wadis.
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Really?
Kill him.
That lessens the insult, I suppose.
I came here for the embassy at Barren. Way I hear it, so did you.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did Ahriman proclaim the Sun Priests most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See? Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know? Where is Erend? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less scroll.
Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis sent Aaron and another Vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey! Shh. Down the valley, then?
Yeah, said they checked the ruins on the left bank for tracks. Take it from there.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith and chain scrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Thanks. I'll find Erend and I'll bring him back. Hey! Where do you think you're going?
What? To the top of the ridge. To wait in safety.
Sorry. Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why? Why?
Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to chain scrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Erend, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
If such be the will of the sun.
It will be. Trust me.
Okay.
I gotta find Erend. But it might be good to hit chain scrape first and upgrade my bow.
Let's get moving. Chain scrape. Fast travel free. Hold on. Did not mean to click that. Okay. I can't even fast travel anywhere right now. Let's go. Is it full? It's all full. Is everything full? I guess it is.
Those machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe.
Come on. How you like that? Is there more of them? What's this? Whoa, 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 who? What? Who just did that? Was it you? You piece of trash? Okay, I don't know what the hell that is, so I'm just gonna chain scrape. Go to chain scrape. Is this not chain scrape? The hell? Hold on. Nope. What am I supposed to do with that? I can't scan it. Oh, forget it. Forget it. Let's just go.
It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. It must be chain scrape. Drew said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Okay, let's check this out.
Outlander approaching. That the Savior? Wanna come in, Savior?
Let's do it.
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up.
So this is it. Chain scrape right here.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
Wait, who the hell is she?
Not a moment too soon.
Petra. I don't remember her. Who is that?
Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chain scrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh.
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
Ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Okay. Do I talk to your ass or what?
Such company to have. Bring ale for the Nora.
I'm trying to talk to him.
A shard for your thoughts, Nora.
No, not you, him.
I believe I was informed you were in the vicinity.
If you don't I should kill. Wait, am I supposed to be here or what? Okay, let's just go here. Let's just use the workbench. Alright, what do we... What the hell do we want here? New unlocks new ammo, increase weapon stats. Why don't I just get this then? Or hold on, upgrade. Okay. Should I upgrade it again? Okay. One more time. Alright, cool. Outfit upgrades. Wait, okay, I guess we might as well upgrade everything. Upgrade. There we go. I don't have enough for that. Trap crafting. I don't really care about that. Now, what's this other shit we got right here? Should I do it? Frost Blastling. Frost Blastling? What the hell is this? Should I do it or should I save it? I don't know what this is. Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now. Special gear. Coil
Should
slot.
be useful.
Okay, so I have acid
Now I just need to
arrows.
find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Turned red as a Karjan freeze he did.
My stash. What do I have in my stash? So these are the shits in my stash? Not if you're not enough room.
Doesn't mean you're off the hook.
Alright, is that it?
Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I already did.
I ain't gonna stop you.
I already did.
Excuse me.
Can I not go in there? Alright, I'm out. I'm out. Okay, that's just a campfire. Let's get out of here now. It's telling me to go here.
We are on the same side here, the
Okay, I need one of those shits to ride on.
I'll shake it out as I go.
How do you... Okay, that's how you crouch. Wait, where's the shit that I just saw? Oh, there it is. What happened to it? Is it still... Are you alive, or... Alright, whatever. What's up? Tripwire. Wild boar. Just kill the boar.
This whole area is rigged with tripwires.
Hey, you! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers.
It's always something.
Hold tight. I'll see what I can do.
Try luring them into the tripwires.
Machine seizing up.
That's some fancy wire work.
There we go. Stay down. Okay, I should probably switch back to my regular arrows for now.
Kill them however you want. Tripwire's better though. Use a tripwire. Won't know what hit them.
Tripwire, huh? Alright, come here, come here. Oops. Jesus, how high am I? Come on, over here, over here. Can you come here? Oh, bitch jumped over it. Okay, you know what? What? Fuck you mean no ammo?
That's the last one.
Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
What do you want now?
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, You're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Okay.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
I don't follow.
There's this sack of wet dirt. Olvend. Thinks he's the Elderman of Chain Scrape. Got half the town treating him as such. Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Olvend discount. When I said no, he didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Bristlebacks.
told me the Bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the Bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I need to keep moving.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting Bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Errand headed south.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that never.
Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Tap R2. What the hell am I looking for?
Trucks. Maybe Aaron's and the Vanguard's.
Oh, okay. Looks like it went up here. You raccoon? Is that a raccoon? It is. Okay, so I go up here.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
What's happening? Wait, is that? Oh, it's him. He's from the first game as well.
Another one down. Now this is what I was forged for.
Errand.
No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Errand!
Stay where you
rest.
I'm going in.
Those ribs.
Bristle backs have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid.
There we go. All right, let's go talk to him.
Aloy, you might have to meet me halfway here. Ah! God. Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? That figures.
Always likes to do things alone.
I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. This just keeps getting better. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studious Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Oh, it's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off, you left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Damn, they really mad for her leaving? Someone who had no other choice. Someone who doesn't have time for this. Good reason.
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger. And only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh.
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay.
Erend! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you. I said we're good, Aloy.
What the hell?
What are you standing around for then? Help me off this thing.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
Alright, I'm out of here. Let's go. Seriously, I need one of those fucking mounts. I need a mount. How do I call for a mount? The fuck was that? What? Where are they? Where are they? I hear them, but oh. Who the hell? You know what? Just run. Just run. Swimming time.
What are those Alcyon doing out here?
Quick, gotta scrap him before the scroungers get him.
Oh.
Charging right at them.
Yeah, you deal with that. I'm out. I got shit to do here.
Here's the quarry Ferris mentioned.
Big ass shits. Oh wait, am I supposed to kill them? Oh shit, I'm here already. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to help them. Whoa, whoa. The hell? Stay down. Alright, who's next? Who's next? You. There we go.
Another one down.
How many more are there? Oh, the hell this shit come from?
One less machine.
Alright, who's left? That it? Is there more of them or what? Wait, hold on. Why is it telling me go over here now? Is there more fighting over here? What? Okay, this is getting confusing. Which goddamn way is it? Is it this way or? Okay, now it's telling me go back here. What? Which fucking way is it? Which way is it? Okay, I'm confused. Let's just go over there.
And it's full of bristlebacks.
Okay, what's this over here now? Is that it over there?
Incoming.
Oh. Yo, moving way too goddamn fast.
Another one down.
Get up.
There. Quarry's safe.
Stranger, come on over here. We gotta talk.
What do you want? Hold on. Hold on, let me grab all this stuff here. Alright, where are you? What do you want?
I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chain Scrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
The whistle.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Olvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
Macquarie.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Alvin's claim, digging out stone to show our Barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in the Daunt before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet.
I need to go.
I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Valley should be safe enough to travel. I'll go give Wadis the good news. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen.
Talk to Valdis. Come on, come on. Wait a minute, I can fast travel? Now you tell me? Should I waste it? How far is it? It's not too far, right? Should I do it? Where's the... Hold on, where's the campfire? Oh. Screw it, I want to see how fast fast traveling is.
Wadis to Barren Light.
Oh damn, just like that? Okay, I barely had to wait. That was the immediate fast travel. Let's hope all the fast travels are like that from now on.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errand vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain says.
I'll kill you.
Which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
Well, I shall not be moving anywhere until the whistle has sounded. If it is not safe for them, then it is not safe for me.
Fine. I'll make sure the whistle gets blown, and then I'll be back.
Hear that? We're not leaving yet. Unpack the cart!
No. I'll be right back. Don't get comfortable.
As if that were possible here.
Petra mentioned Olvind is supposed to be in charge around here. Guess I should talk to him to get the whistle blown.
Got somewhere.
Pretty sure it's your friend. Tell Petra I say hi.
We are on the same side here, the bristleback threatened.
Oh, drop the act. We all know it was the Carja who let the bristlebacks into the valley. Sent them straight through the gates of Barren Light.
That is preposterous. Why would we let dangerous machines into our own land?
You mean the land that honest Osram laborers work tirelessly with no say in its governance? The land that, should you sign the decree...
Oh, you and that damned concession decree...
would be managed by the people who actually live and work on
Oh, this dialogue.
What do you want, Olmund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olfant Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast.
You and the
You
Karja.
seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate.
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Karja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
Work stoppage.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Karja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Karja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Who appointed you?
If Chain Scrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Karja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chain Scrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chain Scrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chain Scrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Oseram.
All right.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. It shouldn't take more than a day. Or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
Yeah, blow it.
These are innocent Oseram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around.
Bruh.
The savior of Meridian has done it again. The bristlebacks
I
are defeated.
bet some bitch should say now what?
You. Sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Woo.
Ha-ha.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Okay.
Well, the Chain Scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light. Better see what that Karja magistrate wanted. I bet He's in the tavern. You heard the whistle. Time to go.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Lightbodies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
I just got a trophy card. Secured passage to the embassy.
Finally get underway.
Okay, I got some skill.
Get through it. I'll be able to track down Silence.
The embassy.
Maybe even a Gaia backup.
Goddamn Silence.
Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petrap on that drink.
Why are they telling me to come in here for? What's this? Hold on. Before I do that, let me go to my skills. What should we upgrade here? Increase your concentration level. I could do that. Or... Okay, so do I get this one? Increase your concentration limit, prolonging use. Passive boost. Do I have this yet? You know what? Let's get this one. Okay, R1, 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 R2. R1, R1, R2. Screw it. Let's get this one as well. What the hell does this one do? Tap R2. Okay. Yep. Alright, what the hell is this one right here? You know what? Let's do this. Alright. And this one, first one. Switch to bow. Sure, why not? And what's this down here? Jump off. Oh. Oh, damn. Very nice. And that is about it. Equip. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Anyways. So who the hell is this guy over here? Is this a...
Hey, Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Okay.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulven discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
This
How
place.
did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. Or the ale.
Alright.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulven or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildif. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
All right.
Ah, hello again. How goes your search?
About that. What did you need to make your signature dish?
A corrugated metal panel, for starters. I can use it until I get another groove griddle forged. You could probably pull one out of a scrounger scrap pile northeast of here. I'll clean it first, don't worry. And for the dish itself, some wild meat and a handful of bitter leaf stems. Then I can get cooking.
I should be going.
Right.
Alright, so I don't know. Is this like a side? Who the hell is this?
Change your mind about that brew?
It's Petra.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Ulven grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway.
Who this
right now,
fucking
I'm
kid?
just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talland. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
The hell?
Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Ulvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
Shadow
What
Karja.
else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvund go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Ulvund?
Ha! Ulvund might think so, but Tolland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything's about Ulvund.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ
so
that would
he
put
spoke.
all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Okay.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Tolland making it rougher.
Petra said Tolland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
Ah, Savior! Over here!
Who are you?
Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences
Javad the winning, or the willing.
bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. Even with the valley working again, Ulvund hopes he can stir up enough resentment against the Karja to call for a strike.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
First sight.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Okay, I think we should finally get out of here now. $800 goddamn meters. Who the hell's this now?
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking.
Where were we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
Oh my god.
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
If you bitches don't pay attention right now.
You are in the right place at the right time, Red.
How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
explosive, done in one, machine wrecking,
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Sure, give it to me already. Who are you two?
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west
The
in
what?
some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom! And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh.
Alright.
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it. And I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design. Whereas I will perfect it. I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better. Namely with explosive tips. Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model. Well, for starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact. Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
Alright.
How's the hunting and gathering going, Red?
Getting there.
What can I do
Red.
for you?
Remind me, what do you need to make a javelin thrower?
You want me to reveal my trade secrets? In public?
Fang horn rib. And don't forget the charger horns. Intact. Ba-boom!
What she said. Just remember to shoot him off before the machine goes down. And keep it to yourself. Right, Red?
Okay, let's
I'll be
go.
on my way.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, let's finally get out of this place. We've been here long enough. Go to Barren Light.
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. I can
Okay,
override
here we
these
go.
chargers.
Oh, whoa, chill,
Have
chill,
to go
chill.
quiet, so I don't spook the herd.
Alright, alright. Come on. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. This is much better. Finally on the way. What the hell was that? Come on. Bruh. Calm the fuck down. Let's go.
Be welcome, Elder.
Damn.
They don't like us. Barren Light. Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. Karja.
What do you mean Mount cannot be?
That means the embassy storm said. Alright.
Okay,
I should
then.
find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around too.
Good day for some foraging, wouldn't you say?
The savior of Meridian.
Savior.
Tell me, are you seeking passage?
This guy looks familiar to the other guy.
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tenakth?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
Okay. Go to Barren Light. Alright, Barren Light, I'm here.
There's Erend. Looks like he's...
Who's that idiot? Oh, Erend.
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
What's going on here?
You taking the edge off?
Huh. I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'll be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
Okay.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the clay. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
Okay.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd to shut up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
The embassy.
What do you know about the embassy?
I know, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tenakth. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
Barren Light.
What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tenakth made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one...
Erend.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Yeah, don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
Okay. Talk to this guy over here.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Lorovic, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Lorovic tried to kill me. I... fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Lorovic to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Lorovic was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Lorovic, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger. And when Lorovic mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Lorovic lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Nobody believes you?
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Larovic's bunk. Searched it again. Didn't find anything. Look. Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Larovic in cold blood. But Nozar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more Eclipse are out there.
And considering there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
Okay.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier. Back again. It's a lost cause, Savior.
We'll see. I have to get moving.
I know.
Anyways.
Lighten up, Paik. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth out there.
Yes, sir.
Why the long face, my boss? Wish you were heading out there?
No, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, the second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tenakth have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tenakth return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tenakth are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tenakth marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is Nozar?
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tenakth tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled.
Come on, damn it.
Stand aside, soldier.
Oh shit.
Sir?
What the?
There's the commander. Brace yourself.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ahem.
Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tenakth sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tenakth are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tenakth horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
I'm going now.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
What's going on? Varro? What's he doing here?
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Then I'll make you.
I'm asking nicely.
Hey, Barren.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Oh, that's it. Arrest her.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, nose off. You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about.
Alright, here we go.
We need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
It's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Tattoos.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds, before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
Now, I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kulrut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
Well, the word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hekaro as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him.
This is a long-ass story.
So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Carja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tenakth and the Carja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look!
What?
SkyClan's banner.
What the hell's that about?
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the SkyClan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Carja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Damn it. What is what's gonna happen now?
The Carja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Carja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us! The embassy is proof! And all of you marshals are his accomplices! For this, I condemn you to death!
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Exile. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We about to do this or what?
Lancers! Form up!
Oh, got a whole bunch of them.
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Silence? Oh.
Vashav,
Son of a
come with us
bitch.
now, or not at all.
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Oh. Oh, shit. What the hell? Oh, hell no.
Archers! Keep them back! Left flank! To the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Oh, damn.
Kaja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
Everyone's getting killed here. The hell?
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Damn, we can take them.
Come down and fight fair!
Oh.
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Let's do this.
Archers on the ridge!
Where are they? Where are they?
Here they come! Won't get me that easily.
Oh, there they are. Fuck you, mean no ammo. Alright, enough.
Vengeance for Fasha! Hit it again!
Stay down.
Cut them all down!
Come on.
No! Marshal!
Yeah, that's right. Well. Oh. Oh man. Yo, chill. Come on now. Oh really? Stay down.
I'm just starting with.
Shut up.
Let's do this. I'll take you apart.
Where else? Ooh. Oh, okay. That was an epic fail. There we go.
Enough! You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
How's this prick? Oh. Let's fight him.
You're next, girl.
Let's see about that.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
Fuck the shield. Yeah, that's right. How's that feel? Is he down? Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No!
What do you mean, no?
It's an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Regala.
Alright, I'm going to end here for this episode of Forbidden West. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. It's been my DougsLD. I'll see you on the next video.